It is 741 days since victory tasted success. Ever since, this town has been painted red on Derby Day. Well, those in blue will hope that's about to change. They feel they have waited long enough. And no doubt the players feel they've already waited long enough in the tunnel. You just want to get on with things on Derby Day. It's a massive occasion, and the ovation, as ever for this fixture, will be huge as they come out onto the pitch at Amy Park. Absolutely fantastic noise echoing around the stands. The colours out in force, the banners out. They've been working on them all week. Huge flag being unfurled away to our right by the Hearts supporters. They may not have the bigger crowds, but they've been able to boast success on the park. Let's have a look at the two-team lineups then, starting with the Melbourne Heart, who make two changes. There's a welcome return to first-team action for Jonathan Gamano, who replaces Jason Hoffman in midfield for his first appearance of the season following that lengthy calf injury. Josip Tadic is also back after a back spasm forced him out of the trip to Gosford last weekend. Dylan McAllister drops down to the bench. Matt Thompson might fancy his chances of scoring tonight. He's netted 7 times against the Victory during his lengthy A-League career. Thompson also in line to become the first A-League player to reach 200 appearances. Tonight is number 188. Now the Victory are on change, which means injury doubts Mark Milligan and Billy Selesky have both been past fit to play, although Lee Broxham's hamstring keeps him out of the squad. Nick Ansell retains his spot in defence and gets his first taste of the big derby atmosphere, as does Nathan Coe, who signed for the Victory after the round 1 loss to Hart. The Socceroo international is yet to be on the losing side here at Amy Park. Well, it was a glorious summer afternoon in Melbourne, which has given way to a perfect evening. Temperatures 26 degrees, there's a slight breeze, the pitch is in great nick. All in all, perfect conditions for the big night. There's Ange Postecoglou, who once won a grand final in a local derby, captaining South Melbourne against the Melbourne Knights back in 1991 under the great Ferenc Puskás. Postecoglou, you won't be surprised to hear, scored in an epic penalty shootout which went to 16 kicks. John Aloisi has happy memories of the Victory, not just the round 1 meeting, but scoring the goal that gave Sydney FC the premiership against the Navy Blues back in 09-10. Perhaps one key battle tonight. Aziz Behich in great form, and now a full Australian international for Melbourne Hearts. He'll start at left fullback. And for Melbourne Victory, Marco Rojas, perhaps the standout performer in the Hyundai A-League this season. Our referee is Alan Milliner, his first Melbourne derby in just his 20th A-League game. Nathan McDonald and John Barrero run the lines. Lucien Lavador, the 4th official. And away we go. Local pride on the line for the 8th time in Melbourne. Will Victory finally end their curse, or will little brother kick them where it hurts again, Andy Harper?
Well, they need it, Melbourne Heart. They've been pretty soft so far this season, certainly the last couple of weeks. Potential points have escaped them, and nothing like Derby Day for them to find their backbone. Amidst a week of high drama, claims of espionage, secret spy film, of training sessions, it's all added to a great build-up to this match.
Well, it just shows the tension in this city that now precedes this derby. And it's almost built up to fever pitch in the streets around Amy Park as kick-off approached. People still pouring through, the late arrivals trying to take their seats. Nobody wants to miss this one, and it is amazing, Hubs. We're so lucky to be watching this rivalry develop, and of course we've seen the same in Sydney a week or two ago as well. We're at a great stage of the A-League development. It's wonderful to watch.
No question. And we're watching it in a fantastic stadium. We've got to be very thankful for the investment in that and the role Melbourne Victory have done in demanding such a stadium be built in this city.
There's the first crunching challenge of the derby, courtesy of Patrick Gerhardt. And the ball's with Archie Thompson. Victory in their change strip, of course, tonight. They're the away team. Breaks here for Guy Finkler. Maybe a first sight of goal for the Victory. Rojas, a lot of people around him. Finkler just about to pull the trigger. Colosimo with the tackle. The Victory fans claiming an early penalty. Nothing doing, said Alan Milliner.
Nervous stuff for Melbourne Heart. Terrific composure early on from Victory. And Guy Finkler right in the middle of it. Crisp passing. Short touches. Rojas just delaying. And then releasing Finkler, who was onside, until he got stuck big time by Colosimo. Great tackle. Well, that's the way to play football. Perfect night for it. Conditions set absolutely magnificently for players to be at the top of their game.
But this is the problem. Melbourne Victory play it out from the back. And they're away on the counter. Marco Rojas. Onto his left boot, it's Rojas. And it's drifted wide of that far post.
Well, they sprung into action very quickly, Melbourne Victory. And the ball found its way to Marco Rojas, whose first touch actually took the heat out of the opportunity. He still made for a good shooting opportunity, but that first touch with his right foot needn't have taken him as wide. And that slight delay enabled the Heart defence to regroup.
And Andy, if we just had a little snapshot of the progress that Victory have made in the intervening time between the two derbies. In round one, they really struggled to play it out from the back. On that occasion there, they were totally unflustered. Milligan again a little awry in his passing game. Melbourne Heart break it up. And now Aziz Beige. Down the line for Williams. First time ball in towards Tadic. Nathan Coe smartly out, but he spilled the ball and Tadic. Well, a real scare for Melbourne Victory. Hart get a corner. It might have been the opening goal. Nervy moment for Nathan Coe.
Well, it's a nervy start for Nathan Coe in general. Williams again prominent, and Tadic, credit to him, just for being there and making Nathan Coe have a look. And we did say earlier the pressure he put Nathan Coe under was going to make the keeper look twice a second time, and then the opportunity opened brilliantly for the Heart.
Well, he's got to try and settle himself down. The Victory goalkeeper. Here's the corner, and it's Garcia's header who's cleared off the line by Marco Rojas.
Well, he is knee-high to a grasshopper, Rojas, but it's a great save. The virtue of having defenders on the post at corner kick situations.
Well, it is all happening.
Great stuff, Rojas. I mean, he is knee-high to a grasshopper. Didn't have to be any taller than that.
Williams inviting the run of Aziz Beige. And he's got that chance here for the Heart. Cuts it back, Gerhardt to drill it. And he's dragged it wide. In fact, it was Fred.
Well, never looked likely, really, the way he approached the ball. Wonderful perseverance. Milligan thought he'd won the duel. Incorrect. Beige has been irrepressible, and that's a shank, if ever I've seen one, from Fred. And another good chance to be catalogued for Melbourne Heart, and one almost brewing. But again, Ansell, great anticipation. Maybe he is the medium to long-term solution as a central defender for the Victory. Only early days in the youngster's career, but he, for a game and 32 minutes, has looked very, very good.
Well, who's going to blink first on the big occasion? That's a very clever nutmeg by Matt Thompson. Hart looking threatening again. Garcia. Victory a bit stretched. That was a shot by Garcia, but Traore did well to recover. Gerhardt to Thompson. Now with Fred. Garcia to Gerhardt. Germano to try and curl it. It's just wide.
Well, they've been a bit stretched defensively, Melbourne Heart, but they've covered their bases nicely, and good sequential passing here. Patrick Gerhardt, in truth, didn't really know what he was going to do at that point, but he found a good alternative in Jonathan Germano, whose shot just sailed wide.
Sturdy challenge by Moroni has left Milligan on the turf for a second time in this game. Was it a two-footed challenge, Andy?
Well, there's no question. He jumped in with both feet. He clearly got to the ball first, which is the only thing that could have saved him. The referee might have been within his rights to have deemed that a reckless challenge, even though the ball was won first.
Rojas looking for Archie Thompson. Here is Thompson on the turn. What a cannon back off the face of Matt Thompson. The two Thompsons combining inadvertently there. Matt Thompson's got a sore conk, I think, after that.
Well, I think it was Patrick Gerhardt who forced the first deflection. Colosimo beaten it was. Gerhardt sharp to close Thompson down, who turned quickly. Hart have scrambled brilliantly. They've also had the best chances. Look good on the counter-attack. Melbourne Victory look closer to finding their system of play than the home team tonight, though.
Might be the final chance of the first half. Williams goes deep, and Nathan Coe, mindful of what was coming in behind him, took no chances. Coe's recovered well from those earlier nervy moments. A couple of spillages of the ball, which could have proved costly for the Victory. Not so far. Williams, a flatter delivery. Garcia couldn't reach it. Here's Michael Moroni to drill it low and hard across the face. The Victory survived that particular scare. Maybe now can launch a counter of their own through the pace of Archie Thompson. Now Rojas. Thompson's been bowled over by Gerhardt. Still Rojas. If he can thread it through, Finkler is clear. But Fred just managed to get a toe in the way. 2 minutes of stoppage time up. And that will do for a first period which has been fast and frenetic. The flair players, Thompson and Rojas in particular for Melbourne Victory, have been kept relatively quiet. Melbourne Heart have had a couple of good opportunities, one cleared off the line, and Victory at the other end had an early penalty appeal turned down. It's been that sort of night in the derby, but little to choose between the two sides, and nothing at all on the scoreboard. Melbourne Heart 0, Melbourne Victory 0 at the break. Welcome back to Amy Park, where the first thing to tell you is that there is a change for Melbourne Victory. Spasa Delevski is coming on for the second half. Diogo Ferreira, the man to be replaced. It looks very much as though Delevski will just slot in that right full-back role. Not sure whether that's an injury or a tactical change by Ange Postecoglou. Derby goalless at the break, but Melbourne Heart probably the happier of the two. Created the better chances in the first half, and what's more, nullified the Victory's normal passing game. Well, there we go, we've had a false start. So take two, and we're back underway in front of this sellout crowd. Is the Victory's 2-year and 10-day wait for Derby success about to come to an end. Gerhardt, good ball. Germano, he's got a metre on Traore. It's not a bad looking cross, but Delevski positioned well. Drops here for Fred. Oh, that was close.
Well, you can have a run of bad form, but you don't lose your class. That's the subplot to this little cameo from Fred. Chest control, athletic volley, great action.
Finkler. Thompson, who swapped again onto the right flank, just to keep Hart guessing. Good ball by Thompson. Flores, danger here for the Heart. Milligan pushing forward, drops for Rojas. victory. Marco Rojas breaks the deadlock. And it's those clad in blue who are on their feet. Dare they believe they might be set for only their second derby success. A huge roar of relief from the victory supporters.
Well, it's a killer blow, but it's composure from the magic of Melbourne victory in front of goal. They get a very fortuitous deflection, it needs to be said. Milligan had the wherewithal to push forward. His first-time cross is deflected to the feet of the magical Marco Rojas. He finds the back of the net. He gives victory some breathing space and a sight of the prize, maybe, just maybe, for Melbourne victory.
Well, Melbourne at the moment is all blue and white, but for how long? Nathan Coe having to field an immediate riposte from Fred.
It's a questionable option from Freddie. Had Richie Garcia ever so free.
Now Bejic has been caught and Thompson is away. Bejic has done well to track back. Down goes Thompson. Bejic too. Alan Milliner had a good view of it and says goal kick.
A wonderful turn of speed from Aziz Bejic. Thompson was away. And we know Thompson is no slouch. He wins front position by sheer persistence and blinding speed. And there are no justifiable claims for a penalty.
Given Victory's record in this fixture, Hearts, you might be forgiven for allowing them some nervousness, even though they lead. Hearts have had all the answers in previous encounters. This is Maroney. It's a great ball in Fred! Equalises for Melbourne Hearts! 1-1! Oh boy, now we've got a grandstand finale on our hands. Melbourne Hearts just will not be denied in this derby fixture.
Well, it's brilliant football to draw level. Mabratu with a penetrating pass and the dribble before it. Maroney rounds it up. He sends in the perfect pass and Fred arrives at the perfect moment. The skipper delivers the equaliser for Melbourne Heart. His finishing, his general contribution has been pretty poor, Fred, this evening. But when the moment was there to be seized, the skipper leapt upon it and thumped it home. And Aloisi pumps the air. The Melbourne Heart fans have gone off and we've got a game again.
Well, Melbourne victory, and Ange Postecoglou in particular will be asking where was the marking. As for Melbourne Hearts, they'll be saying, well, frankly, who cares? Gerhardt pumps it forward. Drops for Mabratu. Nobody's leaving this one early. Williams has Maroney outside him. Brilliantly read by Traore. Now the counter is on perhaps for the victory. Rojas running at pace. Threads it through. Here's Archie Thompson. Chance to win it. Thompson! Off the crossbar. Did it go over the line? Referee's assistant says yes. He's signalled a goal. Archie Thompson has surely won the derby for the victory. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Well, what a player. And what a goal to score to settle it. He was in no doubt, Thompson. As the ball ricocheted off the crossbar down towards the goal line. Beautiful work, Thompson, off the crossbar, down she goes. And we're still waiting. The suspended animation here. That's inconclusive. Thompson was in no doubt. He was off with the shirt and running and celebrating. Beautiful work, Rojas. Great run. Super touch. Great composure. The moment freezes. Who can tell?
Well, only the referee's assistant from his angle, and this is the best angle. Has he got it right? It's not over the line there, but does it bounce over? I think it does. It does. It's a good decision.
Like passing a kidney stone, Simon.
Incredible. The Melbourne derby is delivered in spades again. Here's Naboo. on the half volley, just couldn't quite connect properly.
Oh,
3.5 minutes of stoppage time played. Still we go on.
Amazing work by the assistant referee to get that right.
Was Bajic obstructed? Referee says no. He blows the full-time whistle. Hear the roars of relief from those in blue. Derby Day drama aplenty again in Melbourne. A quite unbelievable ending to the 8th version of this game. Archie Thompson is the match winner, and the wait is over. 741 days of hurt come to an end for the victory. The heart can't believe it. Derby honours to the blue and white for just the second time as Melbourne hearts are broken. Well, a handshake between Ange Postecoglou and John Aloisi. The players just trying to take it in. We're all trying to take it in. Melbourne Heart thought they'd done enough to earn at least a share of the spoils after Fred had headed home that equaliser. But Archie Thompson and Melbourne victory were not to be denied. Breathless stuff at Amy Park. The full-time scoreline, Melbourne Heart 1, Melbourne victory 2.